Did you know that LeBron James can stop time? Well, not really, but he sure made us believe it during a controversial timeout. Let's talk about the Lakers game where LeBron's timeout and Austin Reaves' fumble lit the fuse of fan outrage. Who needs a referee when you have LeBron on the court?
Let's see when LeBron is calling timeout here. Here's Reaves. When the ball comes out, no one has possession. So how could it be a timeout? Frank Vogel is livid right now. When did LeBron call timeout? So let's see when LeBron is calling timeout. If the ball is loose. Right there. No, the ball's loose. He can't get that timeout. You can't get that timeout.
LeBron James breaking hearts and rules, all in a day's work. In the NBA, if you're looking for bad behavior, look no further than our friend Draymond Green. Now, according to Rasheed Wallace, it seems Draymond may have been a diligent student at the Pistons School of Mischief back in 2004.
That's our fault. And when I say our, that's my fault, that's Ben Wallace's fault, that's Chauncey's fault, that's Rip Hamilton's fault, Tayshawn's fault, that's Corliss's fault. Everybody in that locker room, because he grew up in our locker room. One of his best friends was the son of the GM. Mm-hmm. So he was around us, practice, in the locker room, after games, before games. So he heard the different language, and we all know it's a different language when the cameras is not there. Mm-hmm. Got to be professional with it a little bit, but he heard all that, and that's what made him go out there. That's why he doing the bully shit, the bully shit he doing now, in my opinion. But no, he caught all that shit in our locker room. I love him. I love him. That's my young fella. I love him to death.
So if you see Draymond getting a little too feisty on court, remember, it's just him acing his Pistons lessons. Rasheed, I reckon the Pistons should start offering diplomas in NBA nastiness. What's more surprising than a surprise party? Ask Giannis Antetokounmpo. Our dear friend Giannis was left wide-eyed and slack-jawed when he learned about the financial bonuses tied to the NBA in-season tournament. He was like a guy who found a winning lottery ticket in an old pair of jeans. As it turns out, reaching the semifinals comes with a cool $100,000.
Make it a little better. You said you're going to play roulette. You're going to get at least $100,000, so that'll make it easier.
Are we getting money now? We got some money?
That's a surprise to you.
The rich get richer.
Hey, you guys torched the NBA.
Giannis, my man, better check those NBA contracts next time. What's the Knicks' secret recipe for success? Always have the second best player. That's right, folks. According to Kenny Smith, the Knicks are like a rom-com that's all sidekick, no leading man. It's like having Batman's Robin, but no Batman.
This is why the Knicks are going to stay in the middle. Every game that they play, they always have the second best player. You play Boston, you got the second or third best player. You play Orlando with Banchero. They don't have a player that's better than Banchero. Milwaukee, we know they don't. Philadelphia, they don't. The Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Haliburton is the best player on the floor, if you say that.
Correct.
If you play the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler is the best player on the floor. You play the Cleveland Cavaliers, you have Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. You don't have the best player on the floor no night. Now, they can play better than you, but they are not walking into the gym and saying,
you have no margin for error.
It's time for the Knicks to step up their casting game. Knicks, time to upgrade from silver to gold, don't you think? Ever wished you could turn back time? Stephen A. Smith definitely does. He's probably looking at his sporty crystal ball, reminiscing about the 2020 NBA draft, and he said, Knicks, take Tyrese Haliburton. But did they listen? Nope. And now look at Haliburton, lighting up the court while the Knicks are left with what-ifs.
And obviously, I know a few members of the Knicks.
Right.
I called them personally. I was literally arguing. I ain't gonna say no names. They know who they are. I was arguing with them. Draft Haliburton. You got Julius Randle. Right. You ain't gonna play Obi Toppin but so much. I know the brothers are Skywalker, but damn it, that's not what you need.
Right.
You need Haliburton. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only two players in the NBA that are averaging 25 points and 10 assists a game. Haliburton's one of them. Trae Young's the other. The brother is spectacular. The Pacers are averaging over 128 points a game. And they're third in the league at three-point shooting at 38.8%. And that dude is the reason why. And he could have been a New York Knick. Just go ahead.
Steven, got any lottery numbers for us? Jaylen Brown is calling out ESPN for being corny. Now that's some spicy drama. Imagine this. You're Jaylen Brown, you're killing it on the court, and ESPN decides to post your wild stat. Y'all corny, watch the game. He fires back. The reactions? Priceless. So, ESPN, next time you want to post a stat, better check with Jaylen first, or you might get called corny again. Stay tuned for more Scoop, where we'll bring you more intriguing stories straight from the court. Until then, keep the ball bouncing and the conversation going.